Давай садимся.
You've walked around George 3 times to show that just as he'll become the center of your life, you'll become the light that surrounds his. Even Stephen. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you are here be blessed in the name of the Lord. Berachnuchem mi beit Adonai. We bless you from God's house. Mi adir alakol, mi baruch alakol, mi gadol alakol. May he who is supreme in power, blessing, and glory bestow his blessings upon this bridegroom and upon this bride. Well, Lord, help us to see the sacred dimension of all life. Guide this bridegroom and bride to the realization of sanctity and devotion every day as today. Help them to renew their love continually as you renew creation. May their concern for each other reflect your concern for all in the home they establish become a blessing for all Israel. For this we join in saying, Amen. In George, the first two blessings are important to this ceremony, as are all the blessings. The first is over wine, which is symbolic of joy in the Jewish tradition. And the second is a blessing which spells out the conditions under which this sacred bond takes place. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagav. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al ha'arayot, v'yasar lanu et ha'arusot, v'hitir lanu et hanasuot, lanu al yedei chupah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh amo Yisrael, al yedei chupah v'kiddushin. As you share the wine of that cup, so may you share all things with love and with understanding. George, do you take India to be a lawful wedded wife to love, to honor, and to cherish? You gave me a powerful answer. And Ina, do you take George to be a lawful wedded husband to love, to honor, and to cherish? Equally powerful. In that sense, George, I'd like you now to take the ring that you have for Ina, place it on her right index finger, and recite with me, word by word, the traditional formula of consecration. Hare, At, Mikudeshet, Li, Betaba'at, Zo, Kedat, Moshe, V'Yisrael. And now in English, by this ring, you are consecrated to me as my wife, in accordance with the laws of Moses and the people of Israel. And now, Ina, I'd like you to take the ring that you have for George, place it similarly on his right index finger, and recite with me the declaration of love from the Shir HaShirim, the Song of Songs. Ani, Lidodi, Vidodi, Li. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. Now I'd like to read to you from a document sacred in Jewish tradition, the Ketubah. Its venerability is attested to by the fact that it's formulated in Aramaic, the everyday spoken language of our people in ancient Judea. I'll read to you from it both in its English Aramaic as well as its translation. Be'echad b'Shabbat, b'shmona v'yasrim yom lachodesh Iyar, shnat kameshet alafim v'shvamiyot shivim u'shtayim, b'briat olam, b'minyan she'anu lonim kan b'Newton, Massachusetts. Ech David ben Binyamin. Amalala had the betulta Inabat Boris. Havi Leli into Kadat Moshe Yisrael, Panaflach, Vokia Bezon Vaparanation Tichilichi Gilchos Gubin Yudon. This witnesses that on the first day of the week, the 8th and 20th day of the month Iyar, in the year 5772, corresponding to the 20th day of May 2012, the Holy Covenant of Marriage was entered into at Newton, Massachusetts, between the bridegroom, George Rodham, and his bride, Ina Shell. Look how moved the children are for this ceremony. Very sweet. Someday. Yours might be able to protect you, and you can give it to your maid of honor. Ian and George, I was thinking about this wonderful occasion and looking at the vitality and excitement of everyone gathered here. And I thought to myself that Moscow, Ukraine, Siberia, their loss is our gain. Ina, you've been here since 1993 and George since 1990. And among your other notable achievements, nothing is more so than the feelings that bring you underneath this huppah today. Indeed, I would inform you additionally that this day is extremely special in the Jewish calendar because the 28th of Iyar is Yom Yerushalayim, the day marking the reunification of Jerusalem, one of the miraculous accomplishments of the 1967 war, one achieved through Israeli blood and heroism. I'm sure, knowing how delighted all of those gathered here today are to express a collective wish to you for Mazal Tov, for good luck and good fortune. The word Mazal has 3 Hebrew letters, and each stands for an idea important to each of you today. The Mem stands for Makom, the right place. The Zayin stands for Zaman, the right time. The Lamed stands for Lashon, the right communication. When those 3 elements of place, time, and communication coalesce for a couple, then that couple is blessed with Mazal. Certainly the first of the 3, the Makom, the place is right, not only because this is a cool restaurant, but because you are surrounded by those who love you best, and you stand underneath a chuppah, which signifies the home that you're going to build together. One that is open to all of those you cherish, literally as you see its configuration, and also protected from above. Jewish values are as well suggested by this chuppah and are important to each of you. George, you went to a Hebrew day school in Providence and also had a link with Chabad. Your hair looks a little bit stylish for Chabad, but I like it. And Ina, you no doubt share those vows and in fact have visited Israel and have that same sense of strong affiliation with the Jewish people. The second element is that of time Zaman. And the time has been right, I would dare say, ever since Gulia introduced the 2 of you almost 6 years ago, despite protestations to the contrary. Nothing like a Florida vacation to meet your future. And whether by phone, plane, or whatever the venue was, you stayed together and you developed the love for each other, which makes this day and this occasion what it is. The final element is that of Lashon, communication. The ability to give, to forgive, to accept, to adjust, to face difficult as well as pleasant situations together with love and with equanimity. You come from similar backgrounds. You share many values and tastes, even gastronomically. Potato rosh. You even attended similar events prior to really knowing each other. You've traveled together widely, whether that be California, Death Valley, Spain, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Russia, and more. You've had the courage to scuba dive in Florida. And you have a wonderful circle of friends. Some existed even before each of you knew each other because you're both amicable and wonderful people. Both of you prize, justifiably, substantially earned professional credentials. Ina as a financial analyst, with a finance degree from Boston University. And George certified as a quality assurance engineer. You can take a bow, it's all right. I agree with you. Particularly because you really test medical software, which is extremely important. Beyond all are the qualities that you treasure in each other. George and Ina, you see her beauty, which is quite obvious, her caring nature, her family-oriented perspectives, never boring, always great to be with, witty, not needing either TV or cable to have an exciting experience. Ina and George, he is a hot guy, and you like that. Constantly cheering for you, it's amazing. He laughs a lot, as those who know him. He makes you laugh, he's full of surprises. Smart, caring, like you, very family-oriented. And so, knowing as I do that you share core values, I pray really in great confidence on all of our behalf that this new day in your lives always be illuminated by your talents, your goodness, your dreams, your love, and particularly by a full and lasting measure of mazel. And for this we join in saying, Amen. We proceed now with the second series of blessings, which are 7 in number, and suggest the joy you feel personally is one shared by our people everywhere. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shekol bara lechevodo. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer odom. Sos tasis v'togeh v'atoro, b'kivut b'neho letocha, b'simcha, baruch atah Adonai, משמח ציון, משמח אותו וקרו. ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר ברא ששון ושמחה, חתן וכלו. Larino ditza v'chedava acheva shalom re'u. Meir Adonai Eloheinu yishama b'yorei Yehuda u'b'chutzot Yerushalayim. Kol sason v'kol simcha, kol chatan v'kol chala, kol mitzalot chatanim mechubatam, u'ne'aharim mimishte neginatom. Baruch atah Adonai, by the power vested in me as a rabbi in Israel and abiding by the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I now pronounce you George and Ina husband and wife, and ask you to lower your heads as we invoke upon you in conclusion the priestly benediction.
יברכך אדוני, וישמרך.
May the Lord bless you and keep you.
יאיר אדוני, פניו אליך וקומך.
May the Lord show you favor and be gracious to you.
יישא אדוני, פניו אליך ויעשה לך shalom.
May the Lord lift up his face to you and grant you peace for those whom you love and for all humankind. And this we join in saying, Amen.
Vamos!